Now on CoastTV News.
We've seen some much needed rain overnight for Delmarva. Not a lot, but it helps with the drought conditions. We'll see the sun later today and then a dry and warmer weekend on the way. Forecast details coming up.
Housing for all. Look at the talks in Milton to create more affordable housing options in the town.
Efforts to prevent deadly overdoses, the new system Georgetown is implementing to keep people safe.
Wildfires continue to rage across the tri-state area. A look at the ongoing battle to control this fire along the New York-New Jersey border.
This is CoastTV News Today.
It's Friday, November 15th. Good morning, everybody. I'm Paige Marley.
Good morning. I'm Elise Weber. Matt Pensick has the day off.
And thank you so much for joining us during our 5 o'clock hour.
Our 5 o'clock hour, our rainy Friday morning so far. I woke up to the rain.
Definitely.
It's like, I know everyone's happy, especially Bob.
Bob's been
telling us we need the rain, which we do need the rain.
We do. Yeah, definitely.
It is peaceful to hear, though, Bob, the rain.
You know, I think we're all happy, ladies. You know, I mean, we need the rain. The drought conditions continue. And it just smelled so fresh this morning with the rain falling, and we continue to see some of the rain out there right now. Lewis to Ocean View, Gumboro, Millsboro, seeing some showers back through Delmar as well. You can see some of the heavier showers along the beaches right now. We also have the rain from Salisbury to Newark and Ocean Pines. Not especially heavy, but definitely good to see the rain, and some scattered showers across the eastern shore right now, and even heavier rain across the southern tip of Delmarva. And some of this rain is moving up, so I think we'll continue to see the showers for the next couple of hours. It's all tied to low pressure off the Carolina coast right now. It's chilly 40s inland right now. We've got lower 50s out the door from Bethany Beach to Rehoboth with the northeast wind. Watch for some coastal flooding, some tidal flooding at time of high tide. But here's Futurecast at 6 a.m. We've got the showers, especially southern Sussex County into areas of Maryland. Otherwise, the showers will end mid-morning. And by noon, the sun is coming out, and we're seeing a chilly breeze and temperatures in the 50s, upper 50s by 3 o'clock, and looking chilly for your Friday evening activities. So have the umbrella out the door. Watch for wet roads. Otherwise, the sun will reappear today with temperatures into the 50s with a warmer weekend on the way. Much more on your forecast, including some rain totals coming up a little bit later in the newscast.
All right, Bob, thank you. New this morning, unrelenting wildfires continue to rage as firefighters slowly get a handle on the Jennings Creek fire along the New York and New Jersey border. Officials say thousands of acres have already burned along the border. So far, about 50% of the fire on the New Jersey side is contained. On the New York side, that fire is about just 30% contained.
And happening today in Milton, the Affordable Housing Committee is working on how to possibly add accessory dwelling units. And also on the agenda, the committee is looking into how the town could partner with a nonprofit housing entity.
Also happening today in Rehoboth Beach, commissioners there are set to discuss the rising construction costs of the new Beach Patrol station. So originally that project was supposed to cost around $4.9 million, but the city reported in July the project was $550,000 over budget due to some subsurface challenges. So now the city is looking at spending $5.5 million on this project. Today, commissioners are going to look at spreading the new cost of the Beach Patrol over a several-year period instead of just 2 budget cycles as they originally planned.
And in Dewey Beach today, the town officials will discuss regulations surrounding tents and canopies on the beach. According to the agenda, the Charter and Code Review Committee will present recommendations to town officials and coastal communities with beach tent bans include Rehoboth Beach and Dewey Beach, while others like Fenwick Island allow these structures but with regulations. The town council meeting will take place at 3 p.m. today.
Happening right now, 3 teens are facing charges after Milford police say they were arrested for shooting in the Brightway Commons area. Police say the shooting damaged a car and a building, but thankfully, police do say no one was injured during that shooting.
And according to the Bethany Beach Police, a waiter is facing charges after they were arrested for allegedly stealing credit cards from customers. Police say it happened at the Rope Walk in Bethany Beach, and according to officials, when a table of 5 gave 26-year-old Ezekiel Narcisse their credit cards to pay the bill, he took information from 4 of them. And police say he actually turned himself in and is now facing felony charges.
Helping those in the grips of addiction, that's the goal of 5 new harm reduction vending machines that are placed throughout the first state. One machine was placed at the Pallet Village in Georgetown. That's a place for the homeless. Program manager Trish Hill says this is a great addition for everyone in the community.
This gives people a little bit of privacy. You know, there's some people, they don't want to come up to somebody and say, I need such and such. But when they're here, they can, be free to take what they need. Everything is free.
Those machines are free of charge for anyone in the community, and we have even more on this story on our website, CoastTV.com. This does bring us now to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, where should vending machines with addiction resources be placed?
And so far it says about 27% of you say public parks, but 58% of you say shelters. And then at 5% we have community centers, boardwalks are at 9%, and hospitals are at 1%. And if you haven't voted yet, you can still do so on CoastTVnews.com or on our mobile app.
We're now going to take a live look at our nation's capital. It's there that Matt Gaetz has resigned from the U.S. House of Representatives following President-elect Trump's announcement nominating him as Attorney General in the upcoming administration. Gaetz reportedly faced a House Ethics Committee investigation surrounding sexual misconduct and drug use, which has since come to a halt. Next, one-time presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. was announced as President-elect Trump's pick for the Secretary of Health and Human Services.
And NBC's Bree Jackson has more as lawmakers on Capitol Hill weigh in on whether Gaetz and Kennedy Jr. can survive the Senate confirmation process.
Welcome the President of the United States.
President-elect Trump announcing more picks for his administration, choosing North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum to head the Department of Interior.
We're going to do things with energy and with land, interior, that is going to be incredible.
Trump also selecting Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to be his next Secretary of Health and Human Services.
If you like health and if you like people that live a long time, it's the most important position. RFK Jr. Bobby.
While the 70-year-old has been a vocal critic of COVID vaccines and childhood immunizations, he told NBC News last week that he would not block any vaccines.
Are there specific vaccines that you would seek to take off the market?
Oh, I'm not going to take away anybody's vaccines. I've never been anti-vaccine.
Some lawmakers are skeptical.
I'd like to see more of his opinions, more of his thoughts on different matters, but the anti-vaccine mantra scares me a lot.
There are also concerns about the president-elect's choice for Attorney General, Matt Gaetz. He resigned from Congress this week, bringing an end to the House Ethics Committee's investigation into sexual misconduct, illicit drug use, and other allegations. Gaetz has denied any wrongdoing amid growing calls for the ethics report to be released.
Well, my guess is at some point it gets out there.
Some senators want details from the Ethics Committee now to see if there is any damaging information. Others say let the confirmation process play out. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
And this is a tough one for Paige, but the victory continues for the Philadelphia Eagles. Thursday Night Football saw the Birds face off against the Washington Commanders in South Philly. After a slight lead in the first quarter, the Washington Commanders, unfortunately for Paige, saw defeat with a final score of 26-18. The Commanders are now 7-4, and the Eagles are 8-2. We will have more on this later on Coast TV News Today.
All right, I still love you guys. Go Commanders. It's all right. All right, we're just getting started this morning on Coast TV News Today.
Coming up, Dewey Beach fights flooding. We'll tell you how the town says future construction could be impacted by a new requirement.
Also ahead, drought on Delmarva. While the peninsula has finally seen some rain, we'll tell you why some farmers may not be in the clear just yet.
And the Federal Reserve reviews interest rates. Will tell you what the agency's chair predicts for the future based on what he says are the current economic trends. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Ride the wave of Delmarva's vibrant coastal vibes with Coast Life. From hidden gems to sun-kissed trends and captivating local tales. Dive deep and immerse yourself in our coastal rhythm. Catch Coast Life weekdays at 4 on Coast TV.
See the beauty of Delmarva from a bird's eye view. Soaring over the shore, Mondays on Coast TV News at 6. Sponsored by Morse Roofing and Siding.
Listen to Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. We are Delmarva proud.
Over 50 years ago, JD Asphalt was built on a strong foundation of family values.
So when you call us, you'll speak to a member of our family, like me, where I'll talk you through our entire process, answering any questions you have along the way, and delivering prompt free estimates no matter the size of the job. Call now and ask about our 0% financing options or visit our website for special discounts. JD Asphalt, a trusted family company for over 50 years.
Take the art of reclining to a whole new level with Lazy Boy during the Black Friday sale at Beshi Furniture. Sit back, relax, and get cozy with recliners starting at $3.99. Make comfort your priority with sofas from $11.99. Go ahead, lean back and kick up your feet in well-deserved relaxation. Long live the lazy! The Lazy Boy Black Friday sale at Best Sheet Furniture.
Accidents happen when you least expect them. Big or small, when accidents strike, things can get a little complicated. This is where the Law Office of Trapp Nickel steps in. Our experienced team fights for your rights, turning tough situations into significant compensation. If you've suffered an injury, claim the justice you're entitled to. The Law Office of Trapp Nickel. Your priority is our priority.
Just about 5:11 on this rainy morning for some. A little less rain up in Milford right now, but some wet roads for you definitely. And with the rain, we've got temperatures currently in the 40s and 50s. So it's a chilly rain. And on top of that, we've got a northeast breeze as well. You can see the showers moving through. In fact, they're from Delmar to Gumboro, Millsboro, Holly Mount Lewis, and Ocean View. And nothing especially heavy here with the rain. And it's also back into the Salisbury and Ocean Pines area and on into the eastern shore as well. Even heavier rain farther south, so the farther south you go, the heavier the rain will be as we go through the morning hours. Make sure the kiddos have their rain gear out the door. Still some scattered showers as they catch the school bus. 48 degrees, but much improved conditions this afternoon. Sunshine, but still cool and breezy, right around 55.
Bob, thank you. The Ocean City Police Department is collecting new unwrapped toys for its annual holiday toy drive. The event will be benefiting Worcester County Gold's Helping Hands for their holiday program. Donations include teen gifts like clothing and shoes. They can be dropped off at the Public Safety Building until December 11th.
And all aboard for holiday fun. Starting November 30th, the Delaware Seaside Railroad Club is bringing its 13th annual holiday model train display to the Georgetown Public Library. The exhibit chugs along every Saturday through December 21st from 10 a.m. to 1:45 p.m. and it's free.
More interest rate cuts are likely. That's according to Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell. Powell suggesting the cuts might not be that much lower over the next few months, but Powell saying more rate cuts are likely underway because the economy's current trends and dynamics are expected to remain in place, at least in the short run.
And Ford is getting hit with a staggering $165 million fine for its response in recalling vehicles with faulty rear-view cameras. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says after a 3-year investigation, it found that the company moved too slowly to report and address the issue of the cameras sometimes going blank. And Ford says there were no deaths or injuries related to the recall, but it will pay the fine and meet the requirements to prevent similar future delays.
Still ahead this morning, the drought on Delmarva. We're going to tell you what some farmers say has been one benefit of the dry weather.
And we're getting a little relief from the drought with some much needed overnight rain. 52 in Lewis, some showers for you. Make sure you grab the umbrella out the door. And we will see that rain taper off this morning. Otherwise, the sun returns this afternoon with chilly conditions and then a warmer and drier weekend. Your forecast details coming up in 2 minutes.
Listen to Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. We're Delmarva proud.
Avoid the nightmare of mold. Did you know? After a water-related event, mold can begin to grow within 48 hours. If this happens in your home or business, first, thoroughly clean and dry the affected area, then increase airflow and decrease relative humidity. Or just call Riptide Restoration, your trusted mold remediation experts on Delmarva, to professionally treat and remove the mold and restore your home as if it never happened.
For more information, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
Spruce up your home with H&H Furniture and Appliances in Pocomoke and make this Christmas one to remember. Enjoy our huge in-stock selection with prompt delivery and 12-month interest-free financing available. Try our full range of Serta mattresses, America's #1 mattress brand. Relax in our Lazy Boy Motion Furniture Gallery. Browse our full line of appliances like Speed Queen and trust our professional and experienced installation and service team. Make your home a reflection of you. Merry Christmas from H&H Furniture and Appliances.
PFAS are forever chemicals that can contaminate groundwater and soil. These carcinogens can cause cancer and other health problems. The Maryland Department of the Environment found PFAS in Purdue's wells at greater than 300 times the safe level for drinking water. We have independently tested residential wells in the impacted area, and the water is not safe. Our investigation continues, but please use bottled water until your well can be tested and the problem corrected. Please contact us or visit our website at PurduePollution.com.
I've been thinking about renovating my garage floor, and suddenly I'm seeing signs everywhere. The universe keeps hinting, even at my local gas company. Pinnacle Concrete is everywhere. And again, multiple signs at the print store. The signs are too strong to ignore. It's time to call. With so many options, my dream is taking shape. And now, I'm not just seeing signs, I'm living proof. Pinnacle Concrete Coatings, because quality matters.
Welcome to the brand new Bath by Spicer Brothers showroom. Experience the future of bathroom remodeling. Bath by Spicer Brothers is Delmarva's exclusive BCI Elite dealer, offering more selections, styles, and colors, including options like the laser etch tile pattern system. Made in the USA, built for beauty and performance, our baths are durable, mold resistant, and guaranteed for life.
With no money down, no interest, and no payments until 2026, you have no reason to wait.
Call Bath by Spicer Brothers today, because you deserve the best.
Listen to 93.5 The Beach, Delmarva's rock station.
The time is now 5:15 and we're taking a live look outside at Lewis. And Bob, this morning we all were awoken by the peaceful sound of raindrops, the much needed raindrops. Yesterday it was cloudy. I thought it was going to rain like later yesterday evening, but I'm glad we finally got some today.
Yeah, it looked threatening for like most of the afternoon yesterday, Elisa, and then the rain finally did come. Not a lot of rain last night and this morning, but I tell you what, we'll take it as the severe drought conditions continue. And here's the overnight rain. Once again, not a lot, but we'll take it. Believe me, 1,400s in Millsboro, 1,300s in Delmar, a little over a tenth of an inch for Laurel, at a tenth for Georgetown, and a few hundreds, 700s in Seaford, and just 200s at Lewis. So once again, not a lot of rain, but we'll take it. And the good news is we saw a little lull in those showers, but now they're building back in around Seaford into Delmar, Gumboro, Selbyville, Millsboro, Dewey Beach seeing some rain down at Ocean View and Fenwick Island. Once again, nothing especially heavy here, but certainly good to see it nonetheless. Salisbury, DePrentice, and Ocean Pines seeing the showers as well. And the Eastern Shore not seeing as much rain, but then you move farther south if you're headed towards Cape Charles, Hampton Roads area. That's where the rain is a little heavier, closer to low pressure now, and they've got a lot of wind and rain across the Outer Banks of North Carolina. So that's where the heaviest rain is, and some of these showers will continue to move into our neck of the woods as we go into the morning hours. Behind it is high pressure, and that will be our weekend weather. But this is a latest drought monitor. This is from yesterday morning, and we continue in severe drought conditions. However, we are getting help today, and I think there is more help on the way next week with more rain, and you can see how really much of Delmarva is under this severe drought. Just a little area around Easton is under moderate drought right now. Temperatures with the showers, 48 in Salisbury, 49 in Georgetown, 50 in Milton, 52 in Rehoboth and Ocean City at 53. And we have a northeast breeze right now, and that coupled with the full moon and high tide could cause some tidal flooding along the coast, maybe some roads underwater in those favorable, vulnerable spots. Coastal flood advisory, Kent and Sussex counties until noon today. And then along the Maryland shore, that's until 1 o'clock as well. So here's Futurecast at 6:30. Taking the showers farther south. I think by mid-morning, most of us just seeing cloudy skies, but the farther south you go, the more showers we'll see there. By noon, we're getting into some sunshine, temperatures in the 50s and into the mid to upper 50s by about 2:30, but feeling cooler with the northwest breeze. And of course, we've got Friday night lights on important high school games, and we're looking at temperatures cooling off from the 50s into the 40s. So make sure you bundle up. And then by Saturday morning, we're looking at temperatures pretty much in the 40s. It's going to be a sunny but brisk day on your Saturday. Temperatures struggling to get into the lower 60s. And then by Sunday, a cold start with 30s and 40s. And then a few clouds by Sunday afternoon and temperatures into the 60s. Once again, there's that onshore flow causing some of that coastal flooding. But then that should ease as the winds shift to the northwest and get pretty gusty as we go into Saturday morning. At times gusting over 30 miles per hour. And we'll see those winds continuing out of the north and west. Next chance of rain comes, I think, next Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So looks like the drought conditions will continue to diminish. Paul Davis 7-day forecast. The rain today in 57, warming through the 60s this weekend. Mild to start next week, and then that increasing rain chance by Wednesday and Thursday. Umbrella giveaway winner is Larry Donovan from Lewis, and Larry can use his umbrella this morning. And congratulations from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
Thank you, Bob. And while the no-rain streak ended at day 44, technically the drought on Delmarva is still ongoing. At this point, some farmers on Delmarva are nearing the end of their harvest season, and the stretch of dry weather has caused crop yields to suffer, especially for crops like soybeans and corn. Farmers say they're having to irrigate more than normal, which equals more time and more money. Some farmers are worried about next season because certain crops like wheat and barley that would normally be planted now are not able to be, which will hurt next summer's yields.
It's not a good feeling. I mean, last year was a great year. We had, great crops. Overall, we had the rains just when we needed them, and prices were really good last year. And you come into this year, and it's been a struggle overall.
And farmers say one benefit of the dry weather has been they're allowed to get more work done each day than before.
Holiday season is here, the most wonderful time of the year for many of us, but it can be a difficult time for others. And that's where Draper Media's Bless Our Children campaign can help bring the Christmas spirit to everyone, but we do need your support to make that happen.
For many in our community, the holidays can bring about stress as they strive to create unforgettable moments for their cherished little ones.
That's where the Bless Our Children campaign can help, but we need your support to make it happen. All of the money you donate goes to local nonprofit organizations which give gifts to children this holiday season.
Every penny you give helps families right here on Delmarva because WBOC covers all administrative costs.
You can help local children by accepting the Shell Brothers Bless Our Children Challenge by donating at least $1,000. As our thank you, we'll list our business name on the Shell Brothers Honor Roll in order of amount given in increments of $1,000.
And you can donate by sending a check or money order to the address on the screen or online at blessourchildren.org.
Together we can make the holidays this year a special one.
Up next on Coast TV News today, Dewey Beach fights flooding. We'll tell you about the new requirement the town is set to discuss aimed at protecting construction from damage.
Happy Friday! Don't go anywhere because your cool things to do are coming up next.
Listen to Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. We're Delmarva proud.
My backyard in Ocean Pines is all about the birds and the bird lovers. From bird seed and cozy houses to unique, locally handcrafted decor, we have everything to make your backyard the perfect place to slow down and enjoy nature for you and your feathered guests. With the holidays around the corner, we have thoughtful gifts for every nature lover. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook for upcoming sales and events. Stop by and find something unique at My Backyard in Ocean Pines, where it's all about the birds and more.
Life is full of unexpected moments. At Tunnel & Razor, we know the value of being prepared.
We work closely with our clients to understand their goals and concerns in drafting their wills and powers of attorney.
Estate planning isn't just for the wealthy. It's for anyone who wants peace of mind to know that their loved ones are taken care of.
We will walk you through each step and make sure all your questions are answered.
Our caring and skillful representation means your wishes will be respected and your family secure.
Tunnel & Razor, your trusted partner in life's journey.
The most incredible shopping on the beach, Blooming Boutique. Fashion, jewelry, and accessories as cool as an ocean breeze. You'll love this place. We put a smile on your face. You'll love this place. It's Blooming Boutique. Fashion, jewelry.
Happy holidays from Blooming Boutique with 4 convenient locations, 2 in Lewis, Long Neck and Milford, and bloomingboutique.com.
It had been an ongoing issue with the duckboard that's underneath the home, a rancid odor, and I said, I'm calling Above and Beyond, and Braden successfully eliminated all this odor. I have no more allergies, no more runny eyes. It's all gone thanks to this air scrubber. This is why I called Above and Beyond. One of the reasons that I went with Above and Beyond Services is because I believe in this product, definitely. It's a lifesaver. I can breathe, I'm so much healthier.
Flooding in Dewey Beach has been a consistent problem and happening today. The town's trying to make a change for future Dewey homeowners. So you can see the flood zones in the town, which are impacting future construction. New houses could have new freeboard requirements. Freeboards raise the house off the ground. The new requirement could be 1 to 3 feet higher if town council decides to change its code.
So the issue is if you have a house and your next door neighbor buys the lot next to the house next to you and they tear it down and they build a house and all of a sudden it's 2 or 3 feet taller than yours, you're like, well, town, what are you doing? You're not observing your own zoning codes. We're trying to keep up with flooding and mitigate that issue, as well as try to keep everybody on the same playing field.
So any way that the city can enforce codes or add new codes to raise things up will help the damage to the structures.
Now, the town is set to discuss freeboard requirements coming up this evening. All right, we got to do another check-in with Bob for your forecast today.
Yes, we do, and it's raining this morning, Bob. And I'm curious about the weekend, too, because my friends are visiting, so we might go on a cold trip to the beach, maybe, walk on the boardwalk,
Good idea. I love that.
Might need a lot of sweatshirts.
Yeah, and good timing on your the part of your friends. I mean, we're looking good heading into the weekend. But this morning, we're looking at the rain showers for Fenwick Island and Ocean City, low 50s with the rain. And then the sun starts to come out as we go to the noon hour. I think we're into the mid-50s as we go into the afternoon. Waves around 3 to 5 feet. And once again, at time of high tide, watch for some coastal flooding. Lewis and Rehoboth, rain early on, otherwise increasing sunshine. On the cool side, temperatures only into the mid-50s. Then on the bay side, chilly. A little bit of rain this morning for Cambridge, and by the afternoon, low 50s. A little rainy to start in Crisfield, and 50s for you as well. But it does warm up into the weekend. Much more in your forecast coming up in the next half hour.
Thank you, Bob. And it's getting cold outside, but if you're looking for some warm activities to do, you're going to want to listen to this.
Definitely. Christina DeRobertis has your cool things to do.
The fall fun continues this weekend, but life along the coast means you can always sneak in a touch of summer. How about taking a cruise from Lewis to Milton along the Broadkill River? Cape Water Tours and Taxi will take you on a 26-mile adventure through wetlands and salt marshes inside the beautiful Prime Hook National Wildlife Refuge. The boat sets sail at 10:30 a.m. from Lewis. Join the Friends of Cape Henlopen for their annual Holiday Boutique and Book Sale until 2 on Saturday. It will be at the Officers Club in Cape Henlopen State Park. It's a great place to find some holiday gifts. Just like the Creative Market on Sunday at the Cambria Hotel in Rehoboth Beach. Unique handcrafted items will be available, plus you can treat yourself to a meal and drink at the Veranda Restaurant and Bar after. Finally, Yappy Hour. Victoria's Restaurant in Rehoboth is hosting a doggy social from 3 to 6 Sunday on the Plaza Pub deck. For event details, tickets, and more, just head over to CoastTV.com and click on Cool Things to Do.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
At Atlantic General Hospital, we've been busy. Busy expanding healthcare services that are second to none in our region. From cancer care and women's health services to orthopedics, gastroenterology, and more, we provide advanced health technologies delivered by top providers. Expert care every day. It's what you can count on from Atlantic General Hospital.
Born in the stars, formed in the earth, shaped by designers around the world, and curated by Khalsa Jewelers in Lewis. Paul Chen, also known as Sundar Khalsa, is a meditation and yoga master as well as the owner of Khalsa Jewelers.
At Khalsa Jewelers, we offer signature pieces to celebrate love in those special moments in our life. Peace to all, light to all, love to all. Celebrate with us at historic Lewis and Rehoboth Beach.
When Pfeiffer's needed a custom solution for their serving windows, they turned to Clark & Sons. When the American Legion in Lewis faced a similar challenge, they also called Clark & Sons. From the smallest custom garage door you've ever seen to the bold, bright red doors of the new Ocean City Fire Department, Clark & Sons has the garage door for every need. For over 60 years, we've been the trusted choice across Delmarva, known for delivering top-notch craftsmanship and unmatched service. Call today for your free estimate. Clark & Sons, where quality meets trust.
Protecting my family is my top priority. When I noticed ants outside of my home, I called Rice's and they sent a technician right away. He recommended their fall defense program, which saved me $50 on my first service. He also told me about their year-round home protection programs that are backed by their Rice Return Guarantee. So if pests return, so do they, for free. The savings are great, but the peace of mind knowing my home is protected is priceless.
Visit Rice's Termite and Pest Control today at delmarvasbestpestcontrol.com.
Now on CoastTV News. We've seen some much-needed rain overnight for Delmarva. Not a lot, but it definitely helps with the drought conditions. We'll see the sun later today with a dry and warmer weekend on the way. Forecast details coming up.
Milton's paid parking future, how local stores will be affected as the town expands its parking options.
And paying for the pricey new Rehoboth Beach Patrol station, how the town is looking to finance this over-budget construction.
Efforts to extinguish this destructive fire in the tri-state area. How much of New Jersey and New York have already been damaged by this blaze?
This is CoastTV News Today.
Thank you for joining us as we continue this morning. I'm Paige Marley.
And good morning, I'm Elisa Weber. The time is now 5:30 on this Friday morning.
Definitely.
Chilly week it's been.
It's chilly week, yes.
Yeah,
and
are you dressed in like the holiday spirit?
I did. I was going to save the dress for Christmas, but these mornings it's too cold.
It is cold. I'm happy to be inside today, so thank you, Matt, for being off. I appreciate it.
That is true.
We're going to bring in Bob now to tell us a little bit more because you said, Bob, it's raining now, but it might not be later.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's true, and at least I'm used to seeing you decked out, layered up, hat, gloves, the whole deal. Yeah, not seeing that this morning, so welcome indoors. And if you're outdoors, you're probably getting a little wet because we continue to see the scattered showers out there from Seaford to Georgetown, also along Highway 9 near Lewis, back through Ocean View and Selbyville as well. Nothing especially heavy, but we have the showers too through Salisbury, Newark, and Ocean Pines. Eastern Shore, you're seeing cloudy skies, a few scattered showers, and then heavier rain back towards the southern part of the Delmarva back through Cape Charles and into eastern North Carolina. That's where low pressure is. That's where the heaviest rain is. Out the door, we're seeing temperatures into the 40s and 50s. And we've got a northeast wind as well, and that could cause some flooding at time of high tide, and a full moon could make that a little worse. We're looking at the showers on Futurecast this morning. We're starting to dry things out mid-morning, but still pretty cloudy with low 50s, mid-50s by noon, and then upper 50s, breezy with mostly sunny skies this afternoon, and then starting to get pretty chilly into this evening. Here's your drive cast. I probably should have not had that as the green light this morning, probably more like a yellow to red light. Showers, wet roads out there, so use extra caution. Then it's the green light this afternoon with breezy and cool conditions and drier as well.
And new this morning, unrelenting wildfires continue to rage as firefighters slowly get a handle on the Jennings Creek fire along the New York and New Jersey border. Officials say thousands of acres have burned along the border, and so far about 50% of the fire on the New Jersey side is contained, but on the New York side, the fire is about 30% contained.
Happening today in Milton, the Affordable Housing Committee working on how to possibly add accessory dwelling units. Also on that agenda, the committee is looking into how the town could partner with a nonprofit housing entity.
And also happening today in Rehoboth Beach, commissioners are set to discuss the rising construction costs of the new Rehoboth Beach Patrol station. And originally the project was supposed to cost $4.9 million, but the city reported back in July the project was $550,000 over budget due to subsurface challenges. Now the city is looking at spending a total of $5.5 million on the project. And today, commissioners are going to look at spreading the new cost of the Beach Patrol over a several-year period instead of just over 2 budget cycles as originally planned.
And in Dewey Beach today, town officials there will be discussing regulations surrounding tents and canopies on the beach. According to the agenda, the Charter and Code Review Committee will be presenting recommendations to town council. Coastal communities with beach tent bans include Rehoboth Beach and Bethany Beach, while others like Fenwick Island do currently allow these structures with regulations. The town council meeting will take place at 3 p.m. today.
And $1 a ticket, those are the extra charges some Milton businesses could have to pay to maintain parking in the area. The Finance Committee met Thursday, again looking over plans for what's called a parking impact fee.
The charge would be tacked onto tickets for shows and events, and as CoastTV News reporter Brendan Conroy shows us, there's been pushback against this idea.
Some businesses in Milton will now have to pay a parking impact fee. That's what the town's Finance Committee agreed on Thursday, and it's getting lots of reaction from the businesses and the people who live there. Michaela Caffaro has called Milton home for 2 decades and doesn't want the stores and shops to be affected.
Let's do what other towns do. You pay for your parking.
So, what does this all mean? Well, this new fee of $1 or less will be tacked on to each ticket sold for events downtown. Shops and stores won't see any difference, but the Milton Theater is likely to take the brunt of this financial hit. And all this comes from the town wanting to fund more parking lots and spaces in the area. JP LeCap works at the Milton Theater and says the fees are going to have a much bigger impact on revenue than the people realize.
It's easily $5,000 to $7,000 monthly for us.
But in a previous interview with CoastTV just last month, Milton Mayor John Collier defended the plan, saying,
The whole idea of it is it's more or less looking at the impact fee and how the town is going to recover the costs to create the parking.
While Milton is known for its historic small town feel, it looks like they could be adapting to some newer ideas when it comes to parking. At the end of the meeting, the Finance Committee decided they're going to send it over to the Town Council to further discuss the logistics. But from the people who were at the meeting, they don't want these businesses to be taxed and would rather have the people themselves pay for their own parking. In Milton, Brendan Conroy, CoastTV News.
Happening now, 3 teens are facing charges after Milford police say they were arrested for shooting in the Brightway Commons area. Police say that the shooting, they damaged a car as well as a building. They do say, thankfully, no one was injured during that shooting.
And the Bethany Beach police say that a waiter is facing charges after they were arrested for allegedly stealing credit cards from customers. Police say it happened at the Rope Walk in Bethany Beach, and according to officials, when a table of 5 gave 26-year-old Ezekiel Narcisse their credit cards to pay for their bill, he took information from 4 of them. And police say he did turn himself in and is now facing felony charges.
We're now going to take a live look at our nation's capital. It's here that Matt Gaetz has resigned from the U.S. House of Representatives following President-elect Trump's announcement nominating him as Attorney General in the upcoming administration. Gaetz reportedly faced a House Ethics Committee investigation that surrounded sexual misconduct and drug use, which has since come to a halt. Next, one-time presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. was announced as well as President-elect Trump's pick for Secretary of Health and Human Services. Lawmakers on Capitol Hill are weighing in on whether Gaetz and Kennedy Jr. can now survive the Senate confirmation process.
Oh, I'm not going to take away anybody's vaccines. I've never been anti-vaccine.
I'd like to see more of his opinions, more of his thoughts on different matters, but the anti-vaccine mantra scares me a lot.
Now, Capitol Hill remains divided as some senators want details from the Ethics Committee now, while others say let the confirmation process play out.
And we have a lot more news to get to, so don't go anywhere.
Still ahead this morning, teaming up for Tyler. We'll show you an event that supports one Delmarva teen in recovery after a tragic crash over the summer.
And the Eagles overcome a scare against Washington. We'll show you the highlights from the Thursday night football game in Philly.
And a very anticipated adoption event is back on Delmarva this holiday season when the Brandywine Valley SPCA says you will have the chance to find your forever friend. Stick with us on CoastTV News Today.
Accidents happen when you least expect them. Big or small, when accidents strike, things can get a little complicated. This is where the Law Office of Trapnickel steps in. Our experienced team fights for your rights, turning tough situations into significant compensation. If you've suffered an injury, claim the justice you're entitled to. The Law Office of Trapnickel, your priority is our priority.
As a fellow veteran and family-owned business, Morse Roofing and Siding loves to give back to those that have served for the freedoms of this country.
Dear Lieutenant Colonel Richard Marks, thank you for your service. In honor of your 20-plus years in the U.S. Air Force, we would like to give you, as our gift, this new Certainteed roofing system at no cost to you.
And right now, we would like to give a free Certainteed upgrade to any military veteran between now and December the 31st.
There's good.
There's better.
And then there's Morse.
Not everyone wants a big funeral. For those seeking a simple alternative, the Eastern Shore's most trusted family and funeral service offers another option. Eastern Shore Cremation and Funeral Service is simple and affordable. A direct cremation tribute starts at just $15.95, or choose to have a small visitation service, serving Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia with easy consultation by phone and streamlined electronic documentation. Learn more at easternshorecremation.com. Eastern Shore Cremation and Funeral Services. Simply respectful.
There are many signs that can indicate your loved ones are struggling to take care of themselves. Poor hygiene, a messy house, unexplained weight loss, the list goes on. In-home care is a delicate subject, but can greatly improve their quality of life. Express your concerns without accusing. Involve them in decisions and enlist the help of others.
Homewell Care Services provides quality in-home care 24/7 or short-term care when you need it most.
To learn more about Homewell Care Services, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
Just about 5:40 on this wet Friday morning. Spicer Brothers Camp, Salisbury, 48 degrees. We've got the wet roads. Could be a little slippery too with the leaves out there, so watch for that. Otherwise, here's our radar replay. We've got the rain across the area. Nothing all that heavy from Seaford to Georgetown, Millsboro, Lewis, and then down the coast to Bayville. You're seeing the showers also from Salisbury to Libertytown, Ocean Pines, Sinnapunxet seeing the rain. A little drier across the eastern shore, and then the heavier rain farther south from Cape Charles back into the Norfolk area as surface low pressure is moving off the North Carolina coast. We've got temperatures in the 40s and 50s out the door, and we're looking at a northeasterly breeze, and that's going to kick up the water, maybe a little coastal flooding as well. Here's your ferry riding forecast. Grab the raincoat just in case. We're looking at chilly conditions this morning, and then the sunshine emerging later this morning and temperatures in the 50s. Remember to call the Coast TV First Alert weather phone, another way to get your forecast, sponsored by Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
Bob, thank you so much. The Ocean City Police Department is collecting new unwrapped toys for its annual holiday toy drive. The agency saying the event will benefit Worcester County Gold's Helping Hands for the holidays program. Donations include teen gifts like clothing and shoes, and they can all be dropped off at the Public Safety Building until December 11th.
And all aboard for some holiday fun starting November 30th. The Delaware Seaside Railroad Club is bringing its 13th annual holiday model train display to the Georgetown Public Library. And this exhibit will chug along every Saturday through December 21st from 10 a.m. to 1:45 p.m. and it's free.
The highly anticipated Brandywine Valley SPCA Mega Adoption Event is making its return. Hundreds of pets will be looking for their forever homes this holiday season. So on December 14th and 15th, you can bring home a new furry family member for just $35. The event's happening at all SPCA locations. There are 2 in Georgetown.
And Sunday Night Football is back on Coast TV this week. Tune in to watch the Bengals take on the Chargers. All that action starts at 7 p.m. right here on Coast TV. And then stay tuned after the game for your local news.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Yeah, the top 2 teams of the NFC East faced off last night, and the Birds remain atop the heap. First quarter, rookie sensation Jaden Daniels shoots a pass out to Austin Eckler, who turns upfield and takes Zach Braun for a ride. Kitty up, 33-yard gain for Washington into the red zone. A couple plays later, Daniels feeding the running back Brian Robinson Jr. from a yard out, and the Commanders take the early 7-0 lead. Take another look as the Eagles defense stands them up, but here come the Hogs. I know the true Washington fans, you love seeing that. Sam Cosmi and others pushing him to pay dirt. Now we go to the 4th. Philly, they can do that too. The tush push. Jalen Hurts propelled into the end zone. Eagles lead for the first time. It's 12-10. Now 19-10 after a Saquon Barkley touchdown. Daniels going to be intercepted by Reed Blankenship. Philly takes over in plus territory. Rough night for the Rook, just 191 yards through the air. This INT and a touchdown. And then the Birds, well, they were just having fun with it. Philadelphia improves to 8-2 on the season, and Barkley put the icing on the cake. 146 yards on the ground and 2 touchdowns for Penn State's own. Philly goes on to win it 26-18. As for our football coverage tonight in the Shore, heading over to DSN for Down and Distance at 5 p.m., followed by Decatur and Waihi at 6. That'll do it for sports this morning.
And don't forget, coming up tonight on DSN at 5, catch Down and Distance at 5:30, Scoops and Scores, and then your game of the night, live at 6 p.m. Waihi will take on Stephen Decatur in playoff football. 10:30, Elisa's favorite Nittany game week. Matt made me say that. We're not Penn State fans. And finally, at 11, it's the final score. And your exclusive DSM Plus games at 6. You can watch the game of the night we mentioned at 7, only on DSM Plus. You can tune in to see Laurel face off against Caraval Academy in football.
And today in entertainment news, your first look at 2 highly anticipated movies that are featuring popular performances you may not have seen in a while. Here's David Daniel with the Hollywood Minute.
We were ambassadors for style and grace. The the Las Vegas showgirl. The iconic American showgirl.
Pamela Anderson waxes nostalgic in the first teaser trailer for The Last Showgirl. She plays Shelley, whose Vegas show has closed after a 30-year run. Jamie Lee Curtis and Dave Bautista co-star. The Last Showgirl begins an Oscar-qualifying run December 13th and opens across the U.S. January 10th.
Mom, she's fine. It's not that bad. What is going on?
We were operatives for the CIA.
Like Jason Bourne?
Yeah, but we remember stuff. Yeah.
Remember Cameron Diaz and Jamie Foxx? They play retired spies whose cover is blown in Back in Action. It's Diaz's first film in 10 years after stepping away to raise her children, and Foxx has kept a low profile since he was hospitalized while shooting this movie last year. Now both are back in the first teaser trailer for the film, which hits Netflix January 17th.
Just like old times, baby. Just like old times.
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Seeing wet roads this morning on our Tidal Health Cam in Salisbury, so take a little slower out there with the showers. It was much needed rain overnight to help with the drought conditions. The sun does return later today. It still remains chilly, then a warmer weekend on the way. It will be dry. Your forecast details coming up in 2 minutes.
Ride the wave of Delmarva's vibrant coastal vibes with Coast Life. From hidden gems to sun-kissed trends and captivating local tales. Dive deep and immerse yourself in our coastal rhythm. Catch Coast Life weekdays at 4 on CoastTV.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Enjoy 10 songs in a row. Sponsored by Pohanga Kia of Salisbury.
Introducing the future of crawl space restoration. DryTech is joining the teams of Delaware Crawl Space and Guardian Crawl Space. 3 trusted companies in the industry are coming together to serve you better, serving a larger area across Delmarva. Independently, with over 40 years of experience in environmental health and construction, our team provides exceptional crawl space solutions.
Dave and I have been blessed to call this place home our entire lives. We love serving the people of this community.
And we're here for your next crawl space project. Have you DryTech yet?
Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach has been serving award-winning Italian food since 2008. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves traditional and coastal Italian cuisine, pairing Mediterranean flavors with fresh seafood and local produce. Lupo has an extensive all-Italian wine list, monthly wine dinners, and a friendly and knowledgeable staff. Popular dishes include chicken parmesan, lobster bucatini, and veal meatballs. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and open 7 days a week. See you soon.
Welcome to the brand new Bath by Spicer Brothers showroom. Experience the future of bathroom remodeling. Bath by Spicer Brothers is Delmarva's exclusive BCI Elite dealer, offering more selections, styles, and colors, including options like the laser etch tile pattern system. Made in the USA, built for beauty and performance, our baths are durable, mold resistant, and guaranteed for life.
With no money down, no interest, and no payments until 2026, you have no reason to wait.
Call Bath by Spicer Brothers today, because you deserve the best. Time is now 5:48 on your Friday, and we're going to take a live look at Salisbury. Just checked in there not too long ago, Bob. Roads might be a little slick still, but doesn't look like any crazy rain we got to worry about right now.
Yeah, it's been a little while since we've seen the rain paid, so definitely leave extra time to get out the door. The roads are wet. I do want to talk about Friday Night Lights. We've got some playoff games tonight, and looks like the weather will be chilly, so make sure you bundle up. Our forecast sponsored by DSM Plus. Kickoff, 48 degrees, clear, breezy, and chilly, and 45 at halftime. So definitely football weather for sure. And we did pick up the overnight rain. Great to see that. Millsboro 1400s. So far 1300s in Delmar, a little over a tenth in Laurel, a tenth of an inch in Georgetown, a few hundreds in Seaford, and just a little bit in Lewis, only 200. So not a lot of rain, but definitely good to see. As we continue to see some showers out there this morning around Seaford, back to Georgetown, Lewis, Millsboro. And we have some of that rain along the coast, too, stretching down to Fenwick Island. Ocean Pines, you're getting wet. Golf Club Shores back through Willard. Drying out a little bit in Salisbury, and the eastern shore is dry, but looks like a few more showers near Taylor's Island, and heavier rain for the southern tip of Delmarva back into the Norfolk area. That's where we're getting the real measurable rain, and that extends back into the Outer Banks of North Carolina as well, with surface low pressure there. And farther to the west, it's high pressure building in, and that will be our weather for the upcoming weekend. Here's our latest drought monitor, and unfortunately, we're still in severe drought, but it definitely helps that we're seeing the showers and these periods of rain every once in a while. You can see much of Delmarva is seeing the severe drought conditions, the exception around Easton right now, where they have moderate drought conditions. Out the door with the showers, 49 in Georgetown, 47 in Redden, Salisbury 48, 53 in Bethany Beach, Rehoboth at 52. And we do have a northeast breeze, and that, along with high tide and a full moon, could cause some coastal flooding. Some of those vulnerable spots, coastal flood advisory, Kent and Sussex County until noon, and then for Maryland as well, Accomack and Worcester counties until 1 p.m. this afternoon. Futurecast has a shower still around 6 a.m., heaviest, I think, across Maryland, but some of those getting into Delaware. Then we go into mid-morning, and we do start to dry it out, but it's still cloudy with temperatures in the low 50s. We start to see some breaks in the clouds by noon, and temperatures in the low 50s, around 57, 58 degrees for the afternoon high, around 2:30, with mostly sunny skies and chilly at the coast too with that breeze, and then cooling down quickly from the 50s into the 40s overnight, and by Saturday morning, pretty chilly. Temperatures into the 40s and a breezy and chilly Saturday. Lots of sunshine. Temperatures struggling to get to 60 in Long Neck, 59 in Delmar, 58 in Fenwick Island. And then as we move into your Sunday morning, we're looking at temperatures pretty chilly into the 40s. Some clouds into the afternoon. Temperatures into the 60s. We've got that northeast wind that's pretty persistent, but then that eventually shifts to the northwest as we go through time, and getting gusty as we go into your Saturday. So make sure those outdoor items are secured, and then the winds will diminish with time. Wednesday through Friday is our next chance for seeing some measurable rain, and we're looking forward to that. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, 57 today with the showers this morning, warming through the 60s this weekend, mild early next week, and then another rain chance Wednesday and Thursday.
Community came together to support Tyler Walsh. Walsh is a Stephen Decatur High School student who lost his leg in a hit-and-run motorcycle accident this summer. The Stronger in Orange fundraiser was organized by friends and family members tell CoastTV that Tyler is making progress in his recovery.
Man, we're pulling for him, and any bit of strength we can give him through support and love, that's why we're here.
The event raised money to help make Tyler's home wheelchair accessible.
And coming up next on CoastTV News Today, the season of sad. If the weather has you feeling down, you're not alone. We'll show you how to handle seasonal affective disorder.
Swim on over to Solero atop the Henlopen Hotel in Rehoboth Beach for the 2024 Mayor Institute Fundraiser. Come out to the kickoff event Saturday, November 16th at 4 p.m. Enjoy a fun-filled evening, live music, and a wine tasting with celebrity bartenders, hors d'oeuvres, desserts, and both live and silent auctions. The Fundraiser is the premier fundraising event for Mayor Institute and endangered marine mammals and sea turtles. For more info and tickets, go to mayerinstitute.org.
Did you know enjoying social activities can slow down age-related issues? The key benefits are stimulation of the mind, improvement in motor skills, building interpersonal relationships, increasing confidence and independence. Home Care Services LEAP program provides interactive activities that clients can enjoy twice a month at our Georgetown and Smyrna locations. Incorporating LEAP in your loved one's routine can create a sense of fulfillment and motivation. To learn more information about Home Care Services, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
Is your garage door in need of an upgrade or a repair? Then Clark & Sons Garage Doors can help. We believe your garage door should be more than just functional. It should be a reflection of your personality and style. With over 60 years serving the entire Delmarva Peninsula, Clark & Sons delivers quality craftsmanship and exceptional service every time. We provide free estimates on new garage doors. Plus, we offer comprehensive maintenance services to ensure your garage door stays in perfect working condition. So call today and discover why Clark & Sons is the name you can trust.
Over 50 years ago, JD Asphalt was built on a strong foundation of family values.
So when you call us, you'll speak to a member of our family, like me, where I'll talk you through our entire process, answering any questions you have along the way, and delivering prompt free estimates no matter the size of the job. Call now and ask about our 0% financing options, or visit our website for special discounts. JD Asphalt, a trusted family company for over 50 years.
The new season of Los 50 is on, and the Lions' crazy antics will shock you.
Este juego es cruel.
Conflicts erupt.
Nunca puedes confiar en nadie.
The drama of the eliminations keeps escalating. The only thing you can expect is the unexpected.
¿Cómo así? ¿Estas maletas de quién son?
Quien se va es Los 50, Monday through Friday and Sundays, 7, 6 Central, on Telemundo.
It's a type of depression that's triggered by the change in seasons. Seasonal affective disorder, or SAD, affects millions of Americans, but a lot of people don't even realize that they're experiencing it.
Yeah, that's right. Mandy Gaither shows us the signs of this disorder and explains ways to help yourself cope with the symptoms.
The days are shorter and darker. The temperatures are getting colder. If you feel down this time of year, you're not alone.
It's extremely common in colder weather climates, especially this time of year, with symptoms beginning and intensifying throughout the winter and even into the spring.
Licensed clinical psychologist Adam Borland with Cleveland Clinic says a lack of sunlight can impact vitamin D levels and serotonin, which helps regulate mood, behavior, sleep cycle, and memory. It can lead to symptoms like sadness, loss of interest, fatigue, and fluctuating appetite. Borland says maintaining a healthy daily routine can help.
Going to bed around the same time, trying to get up around the same time, monitoring diet and any potential alcohol or other substance usage, engaging in physical exercise, making sure that you socialize, engage in any creative outlets.
Borland also suggests using a sun lamp, which can mimic natural light and help regulate the sleep cycle. He says medications can help treat symptoms of anxiety and depression, as can talk therapy. But it's also important for a person with seasonal affective disorder to stay connected to others.
It's very easy to kind of hibernate during this time of year, and you want to make sure that you engage in social outlets.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Time is now 5:56, and it's time to check in with our Coastal Pet of the Day.
And today's Coastal Pet of the Day is brought to us by the Brandywine Valley SPCA, and on your screen right now is Beth. Beth has a calm demeanor, but also loves to play. She loves attention and scratches. And if you want to adopt Beth or any other lovable pets, you can visit Brandywine Valley SPCA.
Adorable. And don't forget, we want to see your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos. Tell us what makes your pet so special. You can start by looking at your screen.
And then you can scan the QR code at the top of your screen to submit your furry friend to CoastTV News, and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all of the pets we feature.
All right, 5:57 now. It's time for a look at your forecast before you head out your door.
We're going to bring back in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahey to tell us a little bit about some of the rain we've been experiencing.
Yeah, how about it? The rain looks great, and expect wet roads out the door, and make sure you have your umbrella as well. As we're looking at some showers, you don't see it on the day part forecast, but showers between now and about 8, 9 a.m. And then we're looking at sunshine as we go through the rest of the day with temperatures into the mid-50s. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast. Showers this morning, otherwise afternoon sun 57. Then the weekend it does warm up, 62 on Saturday, 64 on Sunday. Pretty mild early part of next week. Then it looks like other rain chances start to build in next Wednesday through Friday and cooling down into next weekend.
Coming up at 6, Battling the Blaze, the efforts underway in New Jersey and New York to stop the wildfire that has already destroyed thousands of acres. That and more when Coast TV News Today returns.